I literally grabbed him by the back of his sweatshirt and pulled him back just before he ran off the edge of the Grand Canyon. It was a shock to me when our family went on vacation and saw the Grand Canyon for the first time that there aren't guardrails around the mile drop of the edge of the canyon. And our then 2 or 3 year old son, it was our fourth out of 5 sons, it looks like a mirage, and he ran towards the edge of the cliff, and I grabbed him and pulled him back. Talk about a scary mama moment. But I was thinking about the Grand Canyon as I was working in my yard yesterday, and this pit reminds me of the Grand Canyon, and it's applicable to parenting and homeschooling. So many kids, especially middle schoolers, are so detached today, especially our boys. Oh my gosh, they are far on the other side of the Grand Canyon, and they're out of reach, and we're desperately trying to reach and grab and pull them back. But I want to explain what happened. When your kids are little, you have them on your hip, and you just simply bring them with you everywhere that you go. As they start to walk and they start to toddle, they'll hold your hand as you're walking, and they're exploring and kind of pulling you along. But at some point, you let them walk a little bit further away from you, and they start to explore. And before you know it, they're on the other side of the Grand Canyon. From where you're standing, you cannot effectively communicate with your child on the other side of the Grand Canyon. And they don't want to come back to this side of the Grand Canyon. This is where curriculum falls short. This is where kids roll their eyes because they can't see the reason and the purpose behind what they're doing. And it's so much more fun on the other side of the Grand Canyon doing what it is that they want to do. And it's fill in the blank. It's different for everybody. So what does a parent, what does a homeschooler, what does a teacher, what does an adult do if they want to connect with the kid on the other side of the Grand Canyon? Well, here's the first thing. You don't have to love what your kids are doing. You don't have to love video games. You don't have to love basketball, gardening, crocheting, fill in the blank. By the time your kids let go of your hand and they start to roam to the other side, they've left your world of the things that you love to do. If you're lucky or blessed, some of your kids are going to stick by your side. They're going to like the same things that you do. They're going to like to walk. They're going to like to garden. They're going to like music or whatever it is that you love to do. Most of your kids are going to find themselves as they explore the other side of the universe. Here's where parents and homeschoolers and teachers kind of trip up. They think it's a curriculum problem when really it's a connection problem. And we falsely put the pressure on the kids to come back to our side of the universe. But that's not what we need to do. If you want to reach your kids' hearts, if you want to connect with your kids and educate them properly, then you can't shout across the Grand Canyon at them, hoping that they're going to say, come back to this side. You're going to have to walk to wherever it is that they are hanging out. If they're playing video games, if they're at a club, if they're doing some kind of a art or craft or hands-on thing that they love and you don't, you're gonna have to come to this side of the canyon. And then you're gonna have to get down and appreciate what it is that they're doing. You have to ask them questions. You have to be fully engaged. You have to be interested, not because that thing interests you, but the child interests you. The middle schooler, the teenager, they need to be seen. They need to be heard. They need to know that what they're doing is important. And I want you to look at the difference. Now I'm on the other side, and that's the other side where I was standing just a minute ago. It's a different perspective. And from here, it just doesn't look as appealing to the child across this grand divide. Now, if you or me or we decide to be stubborn and stay on our side, and we're expecting our kids to come to the other side, what they're going to do is they're just going to get further and further away, and they're going to find more people on this side of the Grand Canyon that don't want to be on that other side. They don't need to be on the other side because this is their people. These are their people. This is their zone. So we have a choice to make. This is exactly what we do inside Homeschooling Olympians, is that we teach our people to come to the other side and to connect with their kids first. Because I can tell you this 100%. If you're on the other side trying to teach your kids academic things, they're just going to check out. But if you're on their side and you're able to engage and to help them know that they're seen and heard and appreciated, then you're gonna captivate their heart. And once you captivate their heart, the academic stuff is easy. So leave your side of the canyon, come to the other side. It's where your kids are, and meet me in the link in the description or at the top of the page. We would love to invite you inside Homeschooling Olympians and help you learn these types of things so that you can connect with your kids, because it's always, always about connection.